In this video, we'll look into how to connect to SQL database using ADODB connection in VBA. To use ADODB connection, we have to first give the references. So go to Tools and then References, and here we have to check this checkbox, Microsoft ActiveX Data Object 6.1 library. If this is not checked, it will be in the alphabetical order here. So once you check that checkbox, it will show up here, Microsoft ActiveX Data Object 6.1 library. Click OK. Now we'll write the code to enter a record in the SQL database. So here we have this SQL database. Here this is a test1 database, and inside that we have this customers table. So select top 1000 customers, customer ID, customer name from test1.dvo.customer. So if I execute this, I'll get there are 3 customer IDs and 3 customer names ABC. So we'll add one more record, customer ID 4 and customer name D. So now let us start writing the code. So dim, let us create the subroutine first, sub lst, and inside this subroutine we'll write the code dim con as ADODB dot connection, dim rs as ADODB dot record set. So this is for record set variable, and dim str as string, set on is equal to new ADODB dot connection, set rs is equal to new ADODB dot record set. Now str is equal to insert into test1 dot dbo dot customers. So the table name is customers, is customers values 4 and then D. Now we'll give the connection string. So con dot, this is the connection string. Here provider is equal to SQL NCL I11, server is equal to, this is the my server name, and slash SQL Express, database is equal to test1, and trusted connection is equal to S. Now this is the connection string. Now con dot open. Now we have to execute it. This statement, that is str, here we are storing it as str, comma ad cmd text, and then we'll just close the connection. On dot close. So now let us run this. Now we just check the database before executing it. If I execute this, there are 3 records, 1 2 3 ABC. Now if I run this code, this 4 and D should be entered into the table, customers table. So run this. Now go back to the SQL, execute. So 4, customer ID 4 and customer name D has been entered. So here we created the variables for connection, record set, and we have taken a string for entering the SQL. This is the SQL, insert into test1 dbo.customers. and we are given the connection string, giving the provider, server, database, and trusted connection is this. We have opened the connection and we have executed the connection for this string, which is a SQL inside that, and ADCMD text, and we have closed the connection con.close. That's how we can use the ADB connection in VBA to insert a record in the SQL database. Now we'll retrieve the records in the customers table in test1 database. So for that, let us change the query here. Here instead of str, here we'll have str as select star from customers table. Here we have already mentioned in the connection string database is equal to test1. So there is no need to give test1.dbo.customers here, because this connection string already accessing the database test1. And con.open, here will open the record set rs.open, and the source is str, the connection is conn, and ad open dynamic, ad lock optimistic, and then ad cmd text. We have opened the record set. Now we'll loop through that record set and retrieve the records. Do while not rs dot end of file. We'll loop through this and we'll show it in a messagebox rs dot fields. We'll have the customer ID there, and then ampersand hyphen ampersand rs dot fields of customer name, and we have to move to the next record. So move next, rs dot move next. So we'll looping through this record set and getting the customer ID hyphen customer name. So now let us run this. So customer ID 1 A, then customer ID 2 B, customer ID 3 C, customer ID 4 D. So there are 4 records in the database in this 1A, 2B, 3C, 4D. Because we got the fields customer ID and we given a hyphen to separate it from the customer name, it is showing it as 1A, 2B, 3C, 4D. So here the change is we change the str to select star from customers because we want to retrieve them, and we have opened the record set with this str and the connection, and open dynamic lock optimistic and adcmd text, and while not end of file, we are looping through the record set and getting the fields customer ID and customer name and moving to the next record. Once we got the first record, we will move to the second record, get it until it reaches the end of file. That's how we can use this ADB connection to retrieve the record from database in VBA. Please like, share and subscribe to SQL BI Bytes channel.